we as a company know that things are wrong, but that we're doing everything that we can to change things. Vivaldi Group has sponsored a video, a documentary called Behind the Facade. And we want to get the message through, not just to the industry, but the world at large, that people in this sector still care. But what we never expected to hear was multinational companies who told blatant lies about their products and who had their products certified using a material which they specifically knew would pass the test. And so they could wave a certificate about with one hand and with the other hand press the button on a production facility that made a material that had no bearing on what had been tested. You know, there's way to go on this inquiry, but I think the job of rehabilitating our sector is a constant one. The public they hear all too well the salacious stories of wrongdoing at Grenfell, and rightly so. But somebody has to be there to say, yeah, we get that, but there are products that will prevent that from ever happening again. Because we took the view that during lockdown and the entire COVID crisis, we would pay our suppliers as and when the debt fell due. And we duly did that. And the reason for congratulating our customers was they did the same thing to us. Even though there were certain times, or there were certain occasions when, because of lockdown, material we had on the ground could not be sent to site. It wasn't their fault, it wasn't our fault. But those customers liaised with their main contractors, and between them, they got funds out to suppliers such as ourselves. Contractors have a duty, I think, to stop cutting each other's throats and to put in tenders for buildings, for good buildings, that they can make a margin on, and the customer who's getting a good building needs to pay the market price. Keep an eye on things. But I'm delighted to say now, though, that with the acceptance and the growth of architectural facades in the United Kingdom, there are some first-rate fixers in this country, first-rate people who do not rely on the main contractor to pay if they'd like to do. They're always there saying, right, this is what we've fixed, agree it now. And to be fair, the much maligned main contractors do seem to be willing to play ball on payments. In fact, there are league tables these days of payers who and these main contractors are very keen to see their name up near the top, if not at the top of these league tables. So what I'm saying is that hitherto, customers who want buildings built have been getting some first-rate products at prices that are cut to the bone. The industry needs to pass on the true rate of those prices to the customer so that everybody can make a decent margin.